In this video, we'll talk about a topic. The topic is whether to wear a gemstone or not a gemstone, and what to do if you can't wear a gemstone, when to wear a Rudraksha, etc. etc. I am Wing Commander Dr. Santosh Sharmaa, founder of White Out of Spirituality, Bangalore, India. If you are not subscribed to our channel, do subscribe and put the bell icon on. You see, when a planet is good in the chart, giving you good results, and it is of less power, it is retrograde or vakri, then you should wear the corresponding gemstone. Point number 1. Point number 2. If the planet is good for you and it is performing well, there is no need to wear gemstone. Number 3. If the planet is exalted, very powerful, then also you should not wear gemstone. Let me explain to you. If the planet means battery of a phone is fully charged, then will you charge it again? No. That means when the planet is good, means battery is good and it is fully charged, will you charge it again? No. If it is really 100% charged, the planet is exalted, will you charge it? No. If you charge the battery, it can be counterproductive, it can become heated up, it may burst. So, if the planet is good or exalted, you should not use gemstone for that planet. Fine. Second case, gemstone for a planet which is bad for you, should you wear? Or the planet is good for you, but is looking at some houses where it is giving negative results, will you wear a gemstone? I will give you 2 examples. If the Jupiter is bad in the chart, and if you wear a yellow sapphire, what will happen? Like the last video we talked about how the gemstone works, the working principles and the science behind the gemstone, we discussed about it. I had told you that yellow sapphire has aluminum oxide. Also I told you that in America, the research in neurology says that if the aluminum oxide is more in your brain, then it can result in disorientation, Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. So when I say that Jupiter is bad in your chart, means the aluminum oxide content is already more in your brain. So by wearing yellow sapphire stone, you are getting more aluminum oxide and it is going to be counterproductive. So if the Jupiter is bad, if the planet is bad in your chart, if you wear a gemstone, it will be bad for you. So you should not wear. Another example I told you that if the planet is good in your chart, what is vakri? For example, let's take an example of Saturn sitting in the 10th house, your workplace. And if you want to improve the performance at the workplace performance, and you wear a neelam or the blue sapphire, what is going to happen? It is going to increase the capability at the workplace, it will get more multitasking ability and you will perform better. But what is happening? The same Saturn will also look at the marriage house, 7th house. Then it will increase the loneliness in your relationship. You will become more lonely. Your marital life will get affected in the adverse way. So you gained at the workplace but you lost at the personal life. So in such a situation, what should you do? If you really want to improve the Saturn power in the workplace, you can wear a neelam, definitely, but to negate the negative power of the Saturn looking at the 7th house, you have to wear a 17 Mukhi Rudraksha, must. Or I would go one step further and tell you that in such a situation of Saturn, you should consider or prioritize wearing a 17 Mukhi Rudraksha first, then the wearing a neelam. You can wear a 17 Mukhi Rudraksha, wait for 3 to 4 months time, by the time the Rudraksha start functioning in your body, then wear a neelam stone. So, you have already taken the precaution and you have become proactive to stop the negative impact of neelam on your 7th house and increasing the power at the workplace. So, through the example we learned that if the Saturn is sitting in the workplace and if you want a Neelam, because the Saturn is not doing good, it is retrograde, then you can wear a Neelam, you can wear a blue sapphire to increase the power of Saturn. But because the Saturn is looking at the 7th house relationship house and creating melancholy and loneliness in the relationship, to counter that you have to wear a 17th Mukhi Rudraksha. If you find it difficult to buy both 17 Mukhi Rudraksha and the Neelam, then I would say that go for a 17 Mukhi Rudraksha. Because it's going to balance. Many people think that Rudraksha is a balancer. Sometimes people think that it lowers the capacity of a planet. No, it is not so. Rudraksha is a balancer in the sense that it will boost up the negative, the low energy to higher energy, and the negative higher energy to positive energy and bring it down the negativity. Means converting negativity to positivity overall. That is how the Rudraksha works. So when should you wear a Rudraksha? When you find that a planet is giving good results in some houses but giving bad results in some houses. In such situations you should wear a Rudraksha. And if you want to wear a gemstone, then you have to consult the astrologer to understand when to wear a gemstone, when not to wear a gemstone. Supposing you have worn a blue sapphire and the sun Mahadasha starts for you, then that time you have to remove blue sapphire. If you are wearing a ruby, this part we are discussing about when not to wear gemstone. If you are wearing a ruby and the Saturn Mahadasha Antadasha starts, Sadhisati starts, then you have to remove ruby because ruby represents sun. Sun or Saturn, like contra forces. So while wearing any kind of gemstone, you have to understand that you have to keep a track of your Dasha, Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pantatra Dasha, Sade, Sati, Gochar, etc. etc. If you don't do that and if you continue to wear gemstone, then it may give you bad results sometimes. So you should be very careful. Rudraksha can be worn anytime. It does not matter what kind of Dasha, Mahadasha you are undergoing, because automatically it keeps on playing with the energy and keeps on converting the negative energy to positive energy. If the negative energy goes out, converts it, make it positive. If the good results, the good impact or the good power of the planet is going down, it is good for you, then it boosts up that positive power. It is a balancer. It does not reduce the power, it converts and makes everything positive. So that is why you should understand when not to wear a gemstone, when you can wear a gemstone, but when to remove the gemstone, which finger to wear the gemstone. Because wearing different stones, like for example in the middle finger you are wearing a ruby, it will be counterproductive. Or in this finger, the finger of the sun, if you wear a blue sapphire, it can be counterproductive because there are contra forces. So you have to understand which finger to wear, how to wear, when to wear, when not to wear, where to remove, all this for the gemstones. Rudraksha, no problem. You can wear all the time. Doesn't matter. So it is very easy to maintain and don't have to remember about the Dasa, Mahadasa, Gochar, etc. when you wear a Rudraksha. So that's why we learned about the gemstone and Rudraksha. If you have any question about these things or any other thing, then you must write it down in the comment section so that I can try and make a video for you. Till then, Namaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram.